So what are the benefits you get? Get deeper insights of business, which is the most important part. Improve productivity and efficiency, inform decision making. There's so many benefits you get in the sense the company gets when they tries, when they implement business analytics in their company. 10 years back, most of the companies were not more interested neither in cybersecurity nor in business analytics. Now they have found out that to remain competitive, to stay in the market and retain their share, it is very much important to understand the feelings of the customers. Remember always, the business is run by the customers, not by the company. So if you do not know what the customers want, if you do not know what are the requirements of the customers, if you do not change your products or services according to the need of the customers, you will be no more there in the industry. Now, how do you know? You need to do some market research job. There are certain companies who does the market research job. They collect data from the customer, the first-hand data. Then they produces the data to the data scientist. They implement the software on that with their logic, and ultimately the result comes out, which helps them to do certain things which they have not done before. That we term as research and development. Now,
Yes, sir.
look into this diagram very carefully. Every company wants to develop their business, or every company wants growth. All of them want their performance to be better and better. Fair enough. But just by expecting, things is not going to happen. So how do we develop our business performance? How any company develop their business performance? Everything starts from data, then they get transformed to information. If I say Basu, Mukul, Kolkata, Calcutta 53 GlobeNet system, this is a data, but it does not make any sense. If I say my name is Mukul Basu, I stay in Kolkata, in South Kolkata, the pin code is 700053, and I am a data analytics trainer. Does this 3-4 line make sense?
Yes, sir.
So this is information. So structured data is information. So we should not be looking for data only. We should also know to convert data into information first. This is the first step. Then the information is passed on to the intelligence department, whereon the intelligence department scrutinize the data and pass on the information to the innovation department, which we also term as research and development. And when research and development are done, company produces new products. And when new products comes in the market, obviously the business goes high and the performance increases. Now think of the mobile you had been using 5 years back and what you are using now. 5 years back you had a different watch, and today you are using smartwatch. 5 years previously you had a different Maruti Baleno, and today you are having a different Maruti Baleno. So how and why did the research and development team develop the product? The only reason is that they have got feedback from the customers, from the existing customers and probable customers, that these are the additional features which you are looking into. So based on the customers' insights and demand, the research and development team has modified their product, and so the sale has gone up. So if there is a requirement is business development, if the company wants to grow, it has to grow from the data only. That is the main source from which you can find out insights, take care of the problems, solve the problems, develop your product, launch into the market, make the business go high. This is the only path you need to follow.
Yes,
there
sir.
are some key stages of business intelligence. Stage 1 is data sourcing, from where you are gathering the data. Stage 2 is data analysis. You need to analyze the data. Stage 3 is situation awareness. You need to understand what is happening, why it is happening, and how it can be controlled. If it is good thing happening, fair enough. If it is bad thing happening, how you need to handle the situation. The fourth is risk analysis. And the fifth part is decision support. That is the last part. Whether you should go ahead with not, whether you should be taking the risk or not, how much risk should be taken, whether it will be a calculated risk or not, everything will be taken care in stage 4. And after that, the decision will be taken how to do it, where to do it, whether you want to do it or not at all. So the business intelligence has to go through all these 5 stages, and you cannot overlap any of the stages. You have to go as per the stages are shown over here. Now, I will be sharing some data with you. Till now, probably you have been working with Excel sheets or Access or Notepad or maybe RDBMS or any kind of data we have worked with. I'm sure everybody have worked with certain amount of data through Excel, right? Now the thing is that still now you did not have the flavor with working with complicated data. The data which I'm showing over here, data type 1, is also a data. Please do not think this is a data. This is absolutely an important data which you are not understanding because it is not properly given to you. But this is an important data from which also we can find out some conclusions and points. Let me show you another type of data. Can everybody see this thing? Is it better than the last one? I will show you the last one. The last one was this one. Why? Because it seems more structured, isn't it? You have to work with this kind of data also, which is unstructured format. You have to deal with data like this also, which is structured format. All the time, you will not be getting numerical structures. Now I'll be showing you another format. Can everybody see the format I'm showing you?
Yes,
This
sir.
is also a kind of data. If I ask you to find out or make a report out of it, you will not be able to make a report out of it because you are not understanding where to start from, how to align the data. I will show you another data. Now, if I ask you to design a report out of this or write a paragraph on this data, will you be able to do that? No, because the data still are not in structured format.
Yeah.
Some data are in horizontal format, some data is given in vertical format. So it is a very cumbersome situation. But let me tell you, data comes to you in this format also. What about this one? Is it a proper format or improper format? What do you think? Somebody might say it is an improper format. Somebody might say it is a proper format. So I'll tell you one thing, this is actually data in a proper format. Since you have not worked with difficult data, you are finding it very odd to see that how can data come like this? But actually data comes like this also, data comes like this also, data come like this also. As you can see, for the last 3 records I am showing you, all these are datas and they are all proper formatted. They are in proper columns. So there are so many kinds of formats. Your objective should be to control the data. Now, how do you control the data? For controlling the data, you should be holding the data in columns. And where do we find columns? We find columns in tables. It can be an Excel table, it can be a Power BI table, it can be a SAS table. There are so many softwares available in the industry in which we can store the data in tabular format. So as per the requirement of your company, you need to handle the data or store the data in different columns within tables, and that tables can be under SQL Server also, that can be an Excel table also, that can be Access table also, that can be an SPSS table also. It doesn't matter what software you are using, all of them should have the capability of holding the data in columnar format. Once you control your data, then only the option of analysis comes into play. So until and unless the data is in your control in proper format, you forget about analysis. You cannot do anything on that unless they are properly aligned within tables. There are several kinds of data analysis techniques. And when we talk about data, the concept of mathematics and statistics comes to our mind, which is quite obvious. Because those who are doing MBAs or will be doing MBAs, you will be surely having 2 papers. You will be surely at least 1 paper on statistics in which the basic functionalities and different commands of statistics will be taught. Now, this is also very important to understand the theoretical concept, because when you will be using the tools, the same concept will be required over here. So if you can gather the theoretical concept from the statistical book or the topic, working on analytical tool will be very much easier for you. So data analysis is dependent on the basic concepts of statistics. Now, I will name a few of the techniques which you might have learned in your graduation. Some of you might have learned in your 10th standard or 12th standard, or some of you might be learning in your MBA. For the students who had statistics in their 10th standard or 12th standard or graduation, they are aware of this point like statistical hypothesis, data modeling, regression, tree models. There's so many. These are basically the name of different chapters in statistics. All you need to know or understand are the concepts that is covered in these particular topics. Once your concept about these particular chapters are clear, then working with the tools will be as easy as you can think about. So understand one thing, all the statistical tools you are going to learn, the visual tools you are going to learn, their fundamental is basic statistics, which you need to learn very well theoretically. So once this part is done, understanding the concept is done, working become much more easier for all of us. Clear? See, there's nothing to worry about statistics, because you might think that these are very hard things. They are absolutely not hard things. Since you have not learned these things before, the chapter's name are looking like, how can I understand these things? It will be very hard for me. It's absolutely not. It is not as hard as it seems. Once you practice these things, you can understand the theoretical concept. You will see they are very easy to learn. And once you learn them, working on the tools will be only the applied statistical part. That's it. Because the tools you will be using, they all will be having the statistical functions within that. So as a user, you just need to know which option to choose if your theoretical knowledge about statistics is clear enough.